guys, let's move on to the fight of the night that we all thought was amazing. The atmosphere was just crazy in that arena. And I'm talking about Inglewood, California, the rediscovered and redefined Forum. We've been there for Alvarado Marquez. We've been there for Monroe, Triple G, and now we're there for Cuadras versus Chocolatito. To me, that atmosphere was something I haven't felt since probably Chavez Martinez. Mexicans, Nicaraguans, they were going crazy. They were chanting. They were just in and out. My favorite part of the entire night was for the 20 seconds that Cuadras decided to move, everybody started booing him. I'm like, this is boxing, guys. And you know he has to move, right? But that just to me shows the passion and dedication of those fans. The fact that a little Nicaraguan coming in for his first fight at 115 can sell over 7,000 tickets in Los Angeles, a demographic that is mainly Mexican, showed a lot, proved a lot, that HBO has done the right thing with the kid. They have promoted him right, they have set him up correctly, and they are doing what they need to do to not only showcase him, but showcase the lower weights. And that's something we've missed probably in the last decade or so. So your thoughts on that night?
I was telling another media member, I'm like, I've never seen this many Nicaraguans. Every single Nicaraguan in LA is like every single one.
You're right.
But that environment was just, it was beautiful. Like you compared it to Chavez Martinez. I remember being at Goto Margarito, and obviously that's a lot bigger scale.
Yeah.
But it was like that. Whenever one guy would do one thing, that man's fans were like up in a roar. Whenever the other guy, as soon as the other guy countered, that person's fan was in a roar. Like, it was a beautiful environment. It was one of the best fights I've ever been in and seen live, for sure. I thought Chocolatito did enough to win. I've never seen him that aggressive before. He was like on his ass the whole time. Like, he was suffocating him the whole time. And yeah, he looked more beat up at the end of the fight, but we all know that doesn't necessarily mean you lost the fight just because your eyes are swollen and all that stuff. But I mean, he's one of the most amazing fighters I've ever seen. He's so fluid. He's beautiful to watch.
Your thoughts, Fred, on that night? Because obviously you were there too, and just your thoughts on the night.
The crowd, it felt like 20,000 people.
Yeah,
like for real.
Yeah, seriously.
Like it felt like indoor StubHub, big fight at StubHub. You get what I'm saying?
7,000 was times 3.
Like Triple G at StubHub.
Mm-hmm.
It felt it was electric. I thought Chocolatito won every round by like a point or two. Like Cuadras was doing like a great job counter punching. Like, if he had power on his left hook, it would be a completely different fight. He landed that left hook about 15 or 20 times clean. I'm like, this dude gonna move back up, but I think I would love to see the rematch. Mm-hmm. I don't know if Cuadras is up for it. You know what I mean?
Or Gonzalez.
Chocolatito is.
No, I know he says he is, but you gotta remember he has a team.
Yeah.
He may not be into it.
Yeah, so. You're right. But the fight was gold, man. The fight was boxing gold. You know what I mean? What more can you ask for? Two guys at 115 giving everything that they had. You know what I mean? And
like he said, man, the crowd was just on their feet. I mean, it didn't feel like 7,000. It felt like 21,000.
Like they were on you.
It was insane, man. I mean, one of the best fights I've seen this year live. And I think we're all lucky just to be there, just to be part of history, him winning his 4th title. But like I mentioned before, going back to the old titles, I would like to, I know Gonzalez said he was remain at 115 pounds, but I would like for him to go up to 118 one day to capture the bantamweight title. So then he can actually be a real 2-division champion at 112 and 118, because maybe some of you don't remember, we had weight classes that were 8 weight classes, not 17 weight classes. Now some of these weight classes may be separated by 3 pounds, and it may not sound like a lot, and I know it is, but nowadays in modern boxing you can become a 5-division champion. I would like to see him go up to 118 and get a title there so he can become a legitimate 2-division champion. Don't get me wrong, his accomplishment even today, 4-division champion, that says a lot. But I don't know, I'm a little more of an old school, boxing. I have that old soul, and I know so much about the 20s and the early 1900s and the 30s. But back to the fight, it was a great fight, nonetheless.
Well, by the looks of his cheeks, you're going to get your wish. You're going to have to go up to 118.
Right?
Yeah, as I stated in the intro, I said that we are from SoCal, we are media people. Do you think we have been spoiled here at SoCal? Because
As
again,
of late?
yeah, right? 2013, we had Bradley versus Provatnikov fight of the year. We had, in 2014, we had Molina Matisse fight of the year. I don't recall what was the fight of the year last year in 2015. What was the name?
Did you say Bradley Provodnikov?
Bradley Provodnikov was 13. And now this year, we not only did we get Vargas Salido, which is the head runner,
That's gotta be.
but now we have Chocolatito. Now we have Chocolatito Cuadras as well.
Porter Thurman.
That was a great fight.
Yeah, Porter Thurman was a good fight, but I'm saying right now,
I think
if you would
Salido.
like to do a poll of which one you think probably would be the lead, it would be Salido Vargas probably right now as the lead. But Thurman Porter would probably be a close second. But now, again, we saw this fight, and this is a candidate for fight of the year. So do you think here in SoCal we're a little bit spoiled when it comes to stuff like that?
Yeah, I think I would go with Cuadras Gonzalez as number 2 as far as skill-wise.
Yeah.
Because they showed a lot of skill, but a lot of heavy
Cuadras
artillery.
showed a lot of skill.
But I think what lost him in that fight was that he kind of lacked a little bit of confidence in the beginning.
He did, because he was unsure. He was going off off of what he heard about
the little shoe shine.
Yeah.
In the 7th round, did you guys catch that little dance?
No, yeah, he got popped. He got popped. You know what I was telling someone up top? I was like, this is the reason why Marvin Hagler retired. He was like, y'all set me up for this shit against Sugar Ray Leonard. I was thinking that. He was doing a flurry, and I was like, this is the same thing Sugar Ray Leonard did the last 20 seconds all around.
His team in the last 30 seconds would shout out, last 30 seconds, or they would just shout out 30 seconds, and then Leonard would start doing his little shoe shine and start stealing the round. Every round, every 30 seconds, the end of that round, his team would shout out 30 seconds.
Wow, I watched the fight up top because I wanted to. The reason why I watched the fight up top because of the crowd. I was like, I wanted to see the crowd react. So I said, let me go up top, and then 12th round I came down.
That's what they did, and that's how he was stealed around. You got to remember, a judge, and I'm sure most judges have to be trained on this, but just like anybody else, what do you remember? I remember the last couple seconds of that round, and I might sometimes be swayed to giving it to the other fighter.
And that's true because see, him saying that, I actually remember the first couple of seconds. The moment the bell rang, Cuadras would come out and throw a 3-hit combo, move out the way, make another 2-hit, move out the way, and then
aren't you special?
I paid attention to the beginning of it while you paid attention to the end of it. The one end round that really caught my attention was the last round. Chocolatito was dazed. Chocolatito was hurt in those last 10 seconds.
I gotta watch it.
Got caught. Watch it again and watch those last 10 seconds. Right before the bell rings, Cuadras moves to his right and literally stands behind him, and Chocolatito just like this. Doesn't move. He just stays there, and then the bell rings.
Really?
And I'm like, what the heck just happened? But he got dazed. He got hurt. Again, you saw it at the end when we were all in the room with him and everything. How his face was compared to Cuadras.
Brutal.
Cuadras looked like I just went through a sparring session. Wow. Chocolatito looked like he was hit by a car. He was crushed, his eye socket and everything. But
Cuadras' face looked good. His back didn't look. Very questionable.
Roy had a point about that, about the face thing. He was saying that, you know, when you're a fighter and you're in a lot of wars and you're in a lot of brutal fights, like that happens. That eventually just happens. When you get hit, you just get more swollen. He's like, when you haven't been in as many wars, you haven't been in as many battles, you know, your skin's a little tougher. It doesn't get beat up like that. I mean, it's the first time I've heard that, but
so now I know what happens to Cotto and Rosado.
Right?
Now I know what happens to those guys. Yeah.
That's interesting. You know, it would have been interesting about Cuadras Gonzalez had it been a 15-round fight.
That would have been interesting.
How-
Back in the day,
how many fights would be interesting? Have they all been?
No, but you gotta wonder who would have come out on top, because both guys just kept coming. And
Cuadras would because he won in my eyes. He won
the second half. Most of that
he
second
won
half.
11 and 12 like decisively.
yeah,
in my
it
eyes.
was long
In my eyes,
compared to Gonzalez. Very long. And he was a lot taller than I expected.
He had more in the tank, I think, towards the end.
He did.
The spurts of energy that both just threw out in the middle of the rounds, that was amazing. Like Cuadras would throw combos here, Chocolatito would come back, rally himself, and again, like you guys said, back and forth. The audience, what did the judges get swayed by that? So when both crowds